Hey
Hello,
guys.
hello everyone.
Dave, say hi.
Hi.
Hello, Dave. This is me, Yasmina. We're here at Shockstock at Centennial Hall in London, Ontario, May 28th, and we are Witchfinger Horror Podcast.
Hello.
We're sitting here on the couch. We've got our booth set up, and we have our T-shirts available, and we are watching Popcorn currently right now.
Yep,
We
Popcorn
brought our
is the
own
movie of the
TV.
day.
Yeah, so we've got a TV with built-in VCR, and we just began the movie. And I love this font,
It's
by the
going to
way.
be hard
Yeah.
to focus, though, because there's so much going on.
There
in
is.
Popcorn.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on
Lots
here.
going
So
on.
today's the Saturday, and we started yesterday. Yesterday was it was an average kind of day, but today is definitely busier. And we've got a zombie Jesus next to us over here.
Yeah, he's been dying and resurrecting all weekend.
That's
It's
all you got to
actually
do
been out
is
of
just
control.
Google zombie Jesus, and our friend over here will show up.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Spenny's attention right now.
Oh, God,
well,
don't do
Megan's
that.
looking at Spenny from Kenny versus Spenny,
I
trying to
want
get him
his
to come
eyes to
over
lock
and
with
say hi.
mine.
Maybe he'll come over and say hi. Maybe
No,
we'll just
don't,
yell at
don't,
him. And
don't.
he might.
Bring him
He
here.
looks creepy.
He's creepy. I
No.
love it.
I do like that his
Sorry.
photographs of where he signs the
Yeah.
autograph are the photos of him with the squid on his head.
Oh, that's
from
a-
that one
that's a great
where
episode.
Kenny slipped him the acid and he assumed that it was from the squid, but
Didn't
no.
he piss and shit his pants, too?
Yeah, he
yes,
did.
he did.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? They still
Anything
air that.
for
He agrees.
TV, yeah.
Maybe it's part of his contract
part of
that
the
whatever
contract.
happens, they can air.
Yeah,
you'd
well,
think,
because
right?
in some episodes when he actually gets furious,
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck, why did I sign up for this?"
Oh, yeah, you're right,
Like,
you're right,
there's
you're right.
nothing he can do.
Because you're getting paid.
That's true.
Yeah, but and he knows
Money is a
every
devious
episode is the
thing.
same. He always loses, and he always gets something fucked up happening to him. So,
but he did win.
You'd think he'd see a pattern after a while.
He has won a
a
couple.
couple of them, yeah.
The one that was like, how many laws can you break? And Kenny was beating him by like 100.
Right.
But there was a stipulation that like if you get caught doing it, then you're out of the tournament.
So he won by default.
Yeah.
Ah, boo.
Whatever. It's all good.
Smash, man. Well, yeah,
And
there's lots of cool people
right in
here.
front, right ahead of us, we have the trauma table, and Lloyd Kaufman, and Toxie is over there with his purple tutu. And hopefully we can get Lloyd to come over and say hi, say a few words.
Yeah,
That'll be
he
fun.
said he was really excited, and he was really nice. He was
Yeah,
really
he
cool.
gave me a free button.
He said, I don't want to come over and sit on the couch though because I have hands and lips.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to
He was like, I shouldn't
manhandle
sit
us.
on the couch with you. And I was like, is it because you have gas? 'Cause that's
Valid
acceptable.
question.
That's acceptable in this podcast.
Sly
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Ah,
We're getting our pictures
the
taken
paparazzi
like
are
rock
here taking
stars.
pictures. Taking pictures.
Can I take a picture? Can I take a picture?
Very nice.
Oh, fuck.
This has been a really fun weekend so far.
Yeah, it has been.
Lots of cool people here as well.
Danny Hicks from Evil
Mm-hmm.
Dead 2. I can see. Actually, and he's wearing an Evil Dead 2 shirt today, which
Which is amazing.
adorable. And Ari Lehman. Is he over there at his booth? I can't see him.
He's
he
probably
was
out
here earlier.
smoking weed.
But you know what? I love this man. We met him earlier, and he's a very nice guy, and I loved his fringe jacket that he wore yesterday.
He's got style. He walks around like he's a rock star basically.
He
It's
is.
amazing.
He
Yeah.
fucking
Because
is.
he
plays the guitar.
He plays the guitar that is also a machete in a band called First
Machete.
Jason Machete, and they're
Machete.
playing the after party tonight. So right now we're watching Popcorn, and this movie was released in 1991. It was directed by Mark Harrier and Alan Ormsby, but there's kind of like a weird situation that happened during
like
the filming
writer,
of this.
director
So
switching.
yeah, we
Yeah.
keep watching movies where people get switched out a lot. So Alan Ormsby is the director, and he also wrote the screenplay.
Right.
And then into 3 weeks of shooting, they replaced him with Mark Harrier.
Weird.
And I don't know why he was replaced. I don't know if he quit, and I don't know if he was fired. There's
I couldn't
very
see
little
anything.
information
Yeah.
online. But yeah, he was replaced by him after 3 weeks by Mark Harrier, and Mark is the guy from the Porky's movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
which we were
shit.
And
talking
guess what
about
his name
yesterday.
is in Porky's?
What?
Just
Timmy?
guess.
Tommy.
Billy.
Yeah,
What
Billy.
the fuck is
favorite.
wrong with me?
Billy.
Billy.
Fucking Billy.
Yeah.
Billy.
And I do know that this was not a box office hit.
No. Well,
it did not do well
it
in
said
theaters.
It made $4 million in the U.S., which
Maybe.
I guess by like a good horror kind of standard, that's not very good.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure
We've
what the
watched
production
movies
costs
that have
were.
made way less.
Oh
though,
yeah,
you know
like
That's true.
200,000
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. And this movie was shot in Jamaica.
Oh,
Which I find to be really strange. Yeah, like,
Are there
like
any-
Kingston, Jamaica, like actual Jamaica, like hot Jamaica.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They all look a little sweaty.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of college students, and they are organizing a horror marathon at a theater to raise money to save the theater, and the theater is haunted. And it's haunted because years prior, a man put on a play and actually killed his family in the very last act of the play, and that is why it's like known to be haunted. And then they're setting up this horror marathon thing,
Oh, cool.
and then people start dying, and people are assuming that it's the killer, previous killer. But
You know
there's
what that
a
reminds me
loophole.
of?
What?
That reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which,
Yeah.
speaking of,
There's a dude here
He's
dressed
here
as
today.
him.
We
He's
saw
here
the
today.
Phantom.
Yeah,
we
as
tried
soon
to
as we
talk
walked
to him. He
in.
doesn't talk to us.
no, he
No.
was the silent.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
he's
he's
a strong
silent.
silent
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak. Interesting.
He's a
So-
romantic.
So it's like a film within a film kind of thing.
Kinda.
not?
It's like
The
it's a
film, yeah.
theater within
The
a
stench.
play or whatever.
The stench.
Well, Alan Ormsby is credited as Todd Hackett. So there must have been some
What?
there. Yeah, like his actual name isn't credited, so there must have been some shit that went down.
That
you
sounds
think?
really strange. I don't know. Like, so he worked on the movie, but his name isn't his name.
His correct, yeah. Like Alan Ormsby, his name is uncredited, and in the credits, it's Todd Hackett.
But it's the same guy.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
That actually.
There
that
must
is
have been some
pseudonym?
drama.
Is that like-
interesting.
Yeah, like there
Oh.
must have been some drama or something. But either way,
Absolutely.
Alan Ormsby is also a writer, and he's also a special effects artist.
Cool.
And his first project was Children Shouldn't Play with Dead
Yes,
Things.
okay.
And this movie, he directed it and starred in it. And I've heard, ever since we started this podcast, many people have told me that we
That
should
we
do
should
that
do that,
movie.
yep.
I've heard it's
Mhm.
just rotten.
Sweet. Let's
Yep.
fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Totally.
Maybe I'll find it on VHS here at Shockstock.
Yeah, there's tons.
That
of
was the
VHS
first thing
here.
I did yesterday when we loaded in before the doors opened. Is I just searched for the VHS and
You found some
Howard-
gems, didn't you?
I did. I found
Hey.
Hobgoblins.
Oh, which we probably will feature on a future podcast.
Yeah,
because it's
probably.
amazing.
And Pumpkinhead 2, which features
Kane
a lot of
Hodder.
Kane Hodder is in
Yep.
Pumpkinhead 2.
Isn't it Blood Wings? It's called
I
Pumpkinhead
don't
2
remember,
Blood Wings?
but when I bought it,
It's at home, I believe.
but when I bought it, I was told that there actually is a video game based off of Pumpkinhead
yeah,
2,
actually,
and I didn't
believe
know
we
that
talked
either.
about that when we were going over our favorite monster movie creature type things.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about that. And yeah, the video game's crazy, right?
I know. They've got some video games set up here at Shockstock.
Yeah.
They've got 3 TVs with some Nintendo setup, and they've got the Friday 13th NES game and the Nightmare on Elm Street game, and I can't remember what the other game was. But I sat down and I played the Nightmare on
There
Elm Street
was-
game, and I died.
There was a fucking Friday the 13th game, but it was cute. Like, not the one we saw this morning, but I saw them play it yesterday. And it was like this bubbly version of Jason. He
Yeah.
was adorable.
The
Oh,
NES
the one that
Jason.
the guy, there was a guy here that actually made that game. It's based off of Hudson's Adventure Island, which was a Nintendo game. And the guy that was wearing the weird, the cat outfit with the weird Mickey Mouse thing on his head, I think, he actually made that game. So, yeah, it's Jason Voorhees. Instead of the weird Adventure Island guy, and instead of throwing tomahawks, he's throwing machetes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was a really cool game.
Nice.
I guess it's pretty easy to make an 8-bit video game.
I think it is.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a great place to mingle. Meet people. Schmooze, I believe it's called. We're schmoozing like
We're
a motherfucker.
schmoozing,
Schmoozing
yeah.
like a motherfucker in
We
this
totally
place.
are. Oh, here. Okay.
And we've got a few people that are cosplaying,
those are
which I
Witchfinger
love. I adore when people cosplay. We've got a couple ashes here and a Leatherface, some guy on stilts with a My Bloody Valentine mask, but I'm not sure what the rest of the outfit is. It's just like a red vinyl trench coat. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Like a spiky helmet.
Yeah, it's very
Spiky
strange.
Hitler helmet. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got some other tables down from us here. We've got the Butcher Shop and Twisted Tees. I'm actually wearing a Twisted T-shirt. It's the Video Dead, and it was a triple XL that they were trying to get rid of for $10, and I sewed it into a dress.
for podcasts, we've been making a lot of friends, talking to some people, maybe trading info and that sort of thing. 2 that were really quite notable were Really Awful Movies.
Yeah, they're based out of Toronto, right?
Yep. Yep, out of Toronto, and they kind of do the same thing that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking
Couple
and
guys.
yeah, drinking and watching movies.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the way to go. And then we also have zombieinfo.com, which is the guy that wears the fez.
Fezman.
Yeah, he has a
That guy's
fez.
cool.
He's really
Yeah,
cool.
he's really, really cool. And he's from Ottawa.
Yeah.
And he came all the way from Ottawa to come down here and promote his podcast as well. And he seems like he's probably been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
Like he seems to know a lot of the
Yeah.
actors and a lot of the people. He's not like I'm friends with them, but I'm pals or I know them, which is really cool. And so he was a really cool guy to meet as well. So shout out to Really Awful Movies and the zombieinfo.com, Zombie Info podcast.
Big time. Check him out.
Check it.
Check it.
So yeah, so far Popcorn.
So they're at the theater.
Yep, they're at the theater. There was a lot of weird stuff in the beginning. What was up with the faces?
Well,
can you tell me
the
what was up
main
with that?
girl, her name is Maggie, and she's played by Jill Schoelen, and she was actually also another actor that replaced someone in this movie
weird.
after 3 weeks of filming. So the main girl, Maggie, was originally played by Amy O'Neill, who is the sister from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why she dropped out,
Right.
but then Jill replaced her. And basically, at the beginning of the movie, she was having a nightmare where a killer was like trying to
I
kill
saw
her.
that.
And she wakes up and she has a dream journal and she logs everything that happens in her nightmares. But at the same time, her mom, who is played by Dee Wallace from E.T. and The Howling,
Oh,
Yep.
love.
and her mom keeps getting like prank calls by a creepy guy on the board, but she's not saying anything to her daughter. So that's all the stuff that was happening at the beginning. And now they're at the theater and they're setting up all the props and discussing.
Yep, and they were dressing up earlier, and they looked ridiculous.
Yeah, of
That
course.
was one guy. I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be a unicorn, but he certainly looked like one.
Yeah. And actually, the title of the movie, Popcorn, was linked to an element in the film, but that element was cut in
Oh.
editing. And then they were like, well, we have to change the name.
Yeah.
And they were about to, but then the producers and distributors just liked the title Popcorn too much, and they were like, just stick with it.
You know, I actually think it's a good title.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
it's relevant to the idea of a theater. I mean,
Yeah.
even though like there's no actual popcorn scene in here.
Yeah. And what I love the most about this movie, actually, is the cover.
Yeah,
I
the cover
love
is
it.
so
love
nostalgic.
the cover. And
Absolutely.
actually, there's an incredible Fright Rags shirt of
Yeah.
Popcorn. They don't have it up anymore, but it's such a good shirt. I
Oh.
wish I bought it, but they were sold out of my size. But I love the cover. I just always remember like when I was a kid going to the
that
video
font,
store.
that's-
Always, yeah, just
What-
always seeing that picture.
It's so familiar though.
So right now they're watching some really creepy art film of some guy's lips, and you can see his hair. Oh, blood. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
because they
looked real
found
as fuck.
Yeah, because while they were looking around the theater, they
They found the snuff film.
the film that the killer shot, and it's called Possession, I think.
and they're watching it, and they're smiling.
I
would be
don't get
freaking
artsy
out.
films. Oh my god, please.
Oh, and he's
yes.
ripping
Oh,
his
and he's like
scalp
ripping his
off.
scalp off.
Oh, that's
That's
so
awesome.
wicked.
And the girl Maggie is feeling uncomfortable while they're watching this because it reminds her of her nightmares.
Yeah.
And they're very similar, and then
Well,
she has a freak out and
At
runs
first,
out.
it didn't look like she was uncomfortable. It looked like she was enjoying it.
Looked like she was
a
turned on.
little
I
too
was
much.
gonna say the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
Now she's
Yeah.
breathing heavily. And
And
she's
now-
like, damn, that's the guy from my dreams.
Now it's like shrunken heads on plates and skulls and
Lots of skulls in this movie.
This is like a candle
Lots of
mass
props.
video.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god.
Sacrifices.
Yeah, human sacrifices. Yeah, she looks turned on.
No,
I think.
she is touching herself.
She's gonna need a bathroom break in a second. I think. Oh.
Sorry if I'm not on the ball today. I partied way too hard last night.
Well, you know that's half
I
the
am
fun of
fading
it, right?
fast, my bitches.
Yeah.
There's
Fading
always,
fast.
every shock stock every year. There's constant partying going on the Friday and the Saturday, and then Sunday everyone is a zombie. People are just
They
sitting at their
know-
booths with their sunglasses on.
Always. They know how to treat their vendors and their celebrity guests, for sure. They know how to
Yeah.
treat them here. They they show them a good time, always a party, lots of beer, lots of booze, lots of food. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a veggie tray in the kitchen that I definitely took advantage of.
Oh yeah.
There's also some strawberries.
Some tomatoes.
Oh really?
Tomatoes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, this movie has a 5.7 on IMDb and a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
We've seen worse.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Actually, there was what one was it that there was no rating at all?
true. Oh man.
Was it
I,
Spookies?
Or it could have been Slaughter High.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I can't remember. One of them didn't even have a rating. Like they just didn't care enough to
Didn't
give it a
even
rating.
bother.
Well, this movie was released on VHS initially and then later on DVD in 2001. Then it was discontinued in 2010. But Synapse Films are actually releasing it on Blu-ray soon.
Awesome.
So if you're interested in owning Popcorn on Blu-ray, you can pre-order it right now.
Oh, no shit.
So just look up
Wonderful.
Synapse Films. So one thing I wanted to bring up, Jill Schoen, the girl that plays Maggie, her first movie was an ABC made-for-TV pilot that never got approved, and it's called The Best of Times. And you should just look it up, actually. It's only about 45 minutes on
Oh,
YouTube,
God.
but my boyfriend, Crispin Glover, is in it, and he's kind of like the narrator. It's about these teenagers in the 80s. That's all it's really about.
Yeah.
And but the best thing about it is Nicolas Cage is in it,
God.
and it is incredible.
Bringing
Basically,
his acting skills.
all he does is work out on the beach
And yell.
during the entire thing and yell. He's like punch, punch, kick, and look at all the blood. Even just look up, look it up, and you don't have to watch the whole
So it's
thing.
called The Best of Times?
The Best of
I looked up
Times.
The Best of Times. I'm getting a Robin Williams movie.
Oh, look up
Kurt
the
Russell?
look up just Best of Times, not the
Oh, not that?
or
Okay.
ABC Best of Times.
cool.
And just Nick Cage in it is glorious. He's just freaking out on the beach.
Oh my
It's
God.
awesome. That's another movie of his that I have never seen that I need to is Vampire's Kiss.
I know. We
I
actually
need
were
to
talking
see
about
that
it yesterday.
movie.
It
I know.
seems
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
amazing.
Lots of oddities here as well, right?
Yeah, lots of skulls.
Skulls
The skull
and
store.
two-headed
Yep.
animals and
Yeah.
fetuses and
Mummified kittens. That mummified kitten
pieces
over there
of human brain.
has my heart.
I really
Yeah.
would
It's
love
so
to have
badly.
a piece of a human brain.
yeah,
$25
you
bucks.
would.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, decent, decent.
Yeah, I mean-
Actually, there's even a tattoo booth.
Yeah, somebody
So.
is actually tattooing as well. He works at True Love Tattoo. Will Smink, I believe, is his name.
That is
And
his
actually,
name.
one of the organizers, our friend Jake, that was on the Shockstock episode. Somebody found a hilarious photo of him as a child,
Oh, it's so
little
cute.
ginger kid with glasses, and one of the guys from the Monsters of Schlock
Sweet
just got
Pepper
it fucking
Klopeks.
tattooed on the back
Oh,
of his leg,
beautiful.
which is hilarious.
I'm selling skulls also here.
Yeah, that's right. Your
Plug,
crystal
plug,
skulls.
plug for my skull company.
You guys should check it out. There's
It's-
no website yet, but there will be.
No, but you
there's
can.
an Instagram.
Yep, you can look it up on the Instagram, Thelema Crystal Skulls, and I grow really cool crystals on different skulls, like coyote. I have raccoon, muskrat, mink. It's just a cool little hobby, and people really seem to like it.
Well, considering this movie takes place in a theater, I figured that we would bring up some other horror movies that take place in a theater or have a cool scene that happens in the theater. And definitely the one that I brought up in the last episode was Matinee with John Goodman. And you guys haven't seen it yet, but it's
I
a
have
pretty
not.
awesome movie. I love Matinee. And obviously you guys probably have it on your list as well, but Demons.
Oh, number one.
Number one is Demons for
Fucking
sure.
number one.
And actually, I'm not sure if you guys heard about this, but they are remaking Demons.
No, they're not.
They
Really?
are.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah,
That's great
so
news.
they're remaking it, but they're thinking of making it 3D, which is kind of cool because of the theater aspect of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But the original special effects artist on Demons, Sergio Stivalletti, is coming back to work on it,
Oh, I love
which is
that
good
shit.
because I like it. I like the idea of the people who worked on the original
Yeah.
come back to do the remake. You know what I mean? Because at least you have that person that knows the direction of where the movie should go instead of some no name dude that's just doing
Yeah.
it for the money.
Just
you know
like
what
how
I mean?
John Carpenter is making a new Halloween.
Yeah, I heard that John Carpenter was attached to that project, which is pretty
Fucking
sweet.
sweet.
But yeah,
Anyways,
and they're
carry
also
on.
doing the Suspiria remake as well. But you know what though? I'm actually kind of interested in seeing it because Tilda Swinton is the main, is going to be like probably the bitchiest of the bitch of the ballerina teachers, like
Who's
the
that
ballet
now?
teachers.
Who's that
Tilda
actress?
Swinton. She is in Constantine. She's very like thin, tall,
Okay.
short, blonde hair. She's great, actually. So I think
Was
that she's
she-
going to be good in it. And Dario Argento is actually going to be working on it as well.
Oh, that's
Like I think he's just
great.
going to be
That's
like one of the
fucking great.
screenwriters or something like that. But at least he's still going to be
They're
attached
never
to
gonna
it.
get the lighting quite right, though.
I
the
hope they
lighting in
do.
Suspiria
But
is
and
fucking unbelievable.
I don't remember the name of the director that's doing the Suspiria remake, but I did read an interview with him, and he is a giant fan of the original,
nice.
which is
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So in the interview, I think it was with Fangoria, like he did mention that he grew up loving that movie. So at least, you know, that might make the remake look
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I hear ya. What
Yeah.
else you got on that list, girl?
Well, I just wanted to bring up actually in a theater setting the scene in Donnie Darko. Okay, so do you guys remember like there's the scene where he goes to see Evil Dead with his girlfriend,
yeah, okay,
and
I
then that's
remember
when
that.
the portal opens like on the screen.
Yeah.
I admired that they went to go see Evil Dead in the theater.
That's
I thought that
fine.
was
That's
awesome.
the fucking most disturbing. One of the most. I can't watch Donnie Darko. I can't even talk about it.
I love
that movie
it.
fucks with my
Jake
head.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh well, come on, yes.
Even when he was like so young and creepy in that movie, though,
I love that
he
movie.
looks a lot better these
The
days.
sequel was The sequel was okay,
Yeah, I never did see
but
it.
not as good as the first one. The girl that plays the little sister comes back for the
Oh, okay.
sequel. It's okay. I mean, and it was done by the same guy, but
Hmm.
it just didn't really go anywhere. It wasn't as good. It wasn't as epic as the first one. So I just want to point out this guy that's standing outside of the theater, the guy with the sunglasses.
Oh, wow, there's some
He
serious
had
cosplay
a
happening.
jig going on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
all the people are arriving to the Horathon, and they're dressed as demons and monsters and stuff. And the one guy that's out of the cage, how long would you say that he would have to stand out there to just be like acting crazy?
An hour at least.
Yeah, probably, as people are arriving and shit. And they're dancing.
It looks
People
like
are
a mosh pit
dancing
out
for the
there.
Horathon. I wish that actually happened in real life.
You know what? I bet it does in like LA or some shit.
Probably.
What?
Oh, the one
His
scientist
prop head
guy.
threw up.
So the scientist guy has like an extra head on
Two
his shoulder,
heads.
and it actually just barfed up this like green smile, which was awesome.
Do you have anything else on your list of Reno?
The other one I was going to mention was Sleepwalkers, because she works in the movie theater. And,
guess, yeah.
Yeah, and Theater of Blood with Vincent Price is a great
Yep,
is a great movie.
Hard Rock Zombies.
Hard Rock Zombies. I know. My favorite part about in the theater in Hard Rock Zombies is when that gymnast dancer lady
Oh,
is
God.
like climbing over the seats. Oh my God, some
That is-
fabulous
That's
dance
one of the
moves.
best movies ever.
I know. I fucking love Hard Rock Zombies. We need to make Megan watch it.
Okay.
It's so ridiculous. Isn't there like a zombie Hitler?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hitler just
zombie
shows
Hitler.
Up. It makes no sense. At all.
Yeah,
Like,
at
none.
all.
Zero.
The opening scene in Scream 2.
Yep,
I don't
that's a
know
good
if you
one.
remember that, Morgan.
I really like that one actually.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at
Isn't
it's
it?
on
It's
the list
Jada
right
Pinkett
now, though.
Smith,
Yep.
right?
And they thought it was a promo.
Yeah,
But-
and then everybody was just cheering while she's getting stabbed in front of
'cause they thought it
everybody
was
in
a
the
sweet
theater.
promo. I fucking actually loved that
Yeah,
scene.
you know what I love
Loved
about that in Scary Movie, when they've made fun of the scene where the boyfriend goes to the bathroom and he gets like stabbed in the head, and the dick in Scary Movie that comes through the glory hole.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Both the Blob, the original and the remake,
Yep.
involve a scene in the theater where the Blob just destroys the theater. I love the Blob remake.
Yeah,
You know what?
We've mentioned it before.
I don't. Like I said, I don't think I've seen it.
It's
seen the
so
original.
good. It's so fucking good. The gore in it is fabulous. Like whenever the Blob is ripping off someone's skin, it's just so incredible.
Awesome.
And actually, Kevin Dillon is in
Oh
the
my God, really?
is in the remake, and he's going to be at the Niagara Falls Comic Con next weekend.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
think I might
awesome.
go and just get him to sign my DVD of the Blob.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and obviously the fabulous scene from Gremlins 2
Yep.
when all the gremlins are sitting in the theater.
Aw, yes, which
Yeah.
And
I
they
personally
break
watched
they break
for-
the fourth wall.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Hulk Hogan stands up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's so mad. He's pissed off.
Well, because the gremlins are fucking with the
I
movie, and he
know,
just
how
wants to watch the
rude.
movie.
They have no manners, those gremlins.
Yeah, I was really hoping to find Santa Claus with Muscles on VHS here at
Aw,
Shockstock, but
I think it's a lot more rare
they don't
than
have
you
it.
might
It
think,
is,
yeah.
but every time I asked for it, people knew what it was.
Yeah.
The internet probably has it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like to own the VHS is like the holy grail.
Yeah,
of
but
bad.
I mean the internet
You can
probably
about
has it to sell.
Find it on
Oh,
VHS
yeah.
online.
Yeah, like on eBay or something.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there has Santa Claus with muscles on VHS,
Contact us.
contact me and
We'll
I
work
will
it
buy
out.
it off you.
I think the only thing I can add to your list, top of my list was Demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gremlins. And then one of the scariest movies I've ever seen, that's a bum, It Follows. The scene where she's sitting in the theater with that guy, and he's like, do you see the
Yes.
girl in the yellow dress? And she's like, are
Oh.
you fucking with me
That
right
is
now? What girl in the yellow
so-
dress? And he's like, I gotta go.
So creepy.
And Fade to Black.
Oh yeah.
Fade to
I
Black
forgot
is
about that
very
movie.
is very nostalgic for the cover.
I
Again.
was just gonna say,
Yeah.
the cover.
The cover is better than the
Ooh,
movie, I think.
that is a really
but it's
big
still a pretty
mosquito.
good a
Fade
pretty
to
good
Black.
movie.
Is that one that you fucking got at Horrorama? Did you buy it at Horrorama?
No. I
Okay.
did buy it recently though on VHS, but not Horrorama.
Okay.
We're definitely going to go to Horrorama this year too. That's in October. That is in
So far
Toronto.
away. Yeah.
I know, at the Hyatt Regency, I believe. And then there's also the film festival.
And Blood in the Snow
Yeah, the Blood in the
Blood in the
Snow. We
Snow
might actually be there.
in November.
We're talking to them about possibly setting up there. So
Which would
we'll
be
see.
awesome. That would
Yeah,
be
so
really,
that's in
really
November,
cool.
and
Check
that's
that
in
out
Dundas
too.
Square.
Get your asses down there.
I love in Popcorn while they're watching the horror-thon, like they're all wearing those 3D glasses, but they're like giant.
Yeah. It's so over exaggerated, but it's really, really cool. And the movies
Yeah.
that they're watching are like absurd, like a giant flying mosquito.
Yeah, I know.
Like
It's all, like,
sucking
stuff from the
brains out
50s.
of the sky
It's so
and stuff.
matinee. Like
It
this,
is.
it's very, very matinee.
Awesome.
Yeah, another one I love in American Werewolf in London when he goes to the porno theater and when his friend shows up and that's like he's all decayed and shit.
Yeah.
He's like a talking skeleton. I love
Fuck
the
yeah.
special effects in that movie.
That's a
Yeah,
They're
that is
incredible.
amazing.
Oh my fucking god, hell yeah! And American Werewolf in Paris did not hate it.
I don't remember it.
You
I
know-
just remember the Bush song.
Yeah.
Your
that-
mouth.
That's all I remember was that song and that video, but I don't remember the movie.
Horrible. I remember when it came out, but I don't know that I actually saw
Well,
it.
I
when it
seriously
first
don't
came
know if
out,
I've seen
I
it,
didn't
yeah.
know about American Werewolf in London
Yeah.
because it came out, I think, like 15 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
So I was like 15 when
Yeah.
it first came out, or 14 even. So I was like, man, not too familiar. So I watched it and I loved it. And then that's when I heard about American Werewolf in London and watched it and loved it even more. But because I saw Paris first,
Yeah.
I have that.
That nostalgia
Yeah.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure. But I
Julie
don't know.
Bent-
It's
what was
sort
her
of
name?
like a movie that just like why did it need a sequel? It didn't.
It certainly did not.
Especially like
They CGI'd it.
25,
Yeah.
30 years later, too.
Yeah.
Is it really badly CGI?
No.
But it's 90s
It's
CGI,
not.
right?
It's not
And it's a
CGI,
girl.
which I
Yeah.
like.
And the werewolf is a girl. They switched it, right?
Yeah.
They switched the gender.
Which
Yeah.
reminds
Okay.
me, now I just want to talk about Ginger Snaps. Fuck's sakes.
Oh, I love Ginger
Oh, yeah,
Snaps.
we
Can't.
we could go off on.
I know, I
on
was just going to
tangents.
say.
That
we
is a great
can't.
movie.
We can't talk about it.
Werewolf movies.
Actually, well, just quick tidbit, but speaking of Ginger Snaps, the main girl, Catherine Isabel, who plays Ginger, is in another movie called American Mary.
Oh, that's
And
her.
that's a really good movie. But our friend, actually, Tristan Risk, is here at Shockstock, and she was also in American Mary. And she plays like the Betty Boop character. Yeah, she's here walking around somewhere looking hot as she always does.
Oh yeah.
She's promoting her new movie that actually screened last night,
Oh,
the
awesome.
Frankenstein Biker Girls. Or Frankenstein Made Biker Girls, something like that.
I know this isn't a horror movie, but Last Action Hero.
Oh
Come
my god, that
on.
movie is so bad. That I saw it in
You
theaters.
made
I was
it.
a kid.
Aw.
And you know what? I love Arnold. And I went to go see it in theaters, and I was a child, and I
Yeah.
was into it when I was a kid. And then recently, like maybe 5 years ago, I found it in like a fucking loony bin
Yeah.
on DVD, and I bought it, and I watched it, and I was like, this is unbearably bad.
No, the bad guy's
It is
scary
so
as fuck,
bad.
though.
The guy from Game of Thrones, yeah, and
Oh, is that who
the
that
Golden
is?
Child, he's also in that. And actually, yeah, and he always has like his contacts are a different thing. Like he has a happy face in a contact or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and he's got
Yeah.
like stringy hair. Oh.
Yeah, I just remember like having a crush on the kid, who was also the kid in My Girl too, and Lawnmower Man too.
Lawnmower
Two
Man.
movies that didn't need to be made.
Yeah, yeah.
Two sequels.
But Last Action Hero, oh my god, that movie is awful. I couldn't watch. I bought it and then I sold it right away. I just couldn't handle it. But also, speaking of like non-horror, but it's still an incredibly suspenseful movie that takes place in a theater, Black Swan.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I
That
love
might as
that
well be
movie.
a fucking horror movie.
That
Jesus
movie it
Christ.
was brilliant. It was so spooky and eerie, uncomfortable. I love that movie. It was amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out.
For sure.
And on my list, I went through a few that I actually haven't seen, but have that take place in a theater or something like
Yeah.
that. And Curtains is one that I've
Yeah.
always heard of.
I've heard
but
of
I've
that
never
movie,
seen
yeah.
it. But the cover of it looks like vagina to me. It
Does
just
it?
like if you look
Vagina
up
curtains?
yeah,
Well,
like if you
curtains,
look up the
yeah.
movie
Meat
Curtains,
curtains.
it looks like vagina folds. Like labia.
Is that
That's what it
weird?
looks like.
Is that an 80s
Yes,
film?
it is.
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
look it up.
yeah. And another 80s one that I've never seen, but I've heard of it. Dead End Drive.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I don't think I haven't heard of that one.
And also Dario Argento's opera,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Okay,
have never seen, but I've always
yeah.
heard of it because it's Dario Argento. And I actually brought this up earlier. I still have never seen it, but the Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund.
Pardon?
I know. Do you have it? Because I've never seen it.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm
have
sure
it,
I
but
can
it's
stream
so
it online.
fucking- oh,
I know.
shit.
I've never seen it. Does he sing?
Oh, buddy.
Does he?
Does he actually?
Freddie sings?
Oh, I don't know if it's him.
Well,
But-
like,
Do
you know what I
it's
mean?
not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
His voice. That's
Like,
I
actually-
hope it
I can't
is.
guarantee that it's him.
I'm definitely going to have to look it up. Oh, somebody just died.
No.
So the stinger thing malfunctioned on the electronic fly, or the killer did it on purpose, actually, and the stinger of the fly just like ran into the guy's chest. The guy that looks like he's from Cheers.
Like his curly
with his
hair.
turtleneck,
Yeah.
dying in his turtleneck.
And it just keeps stabbing and stabbing.
It's
That would
pissed.
suck. Be killed by a prop that you made.
Yeah.
We have also got another booth here called Sin Laboratories. They've got an escape room set up here as well.
Which sounds amazing. I
It
would
does.
love to do that.
I'm kind of
actually.
intimidated by it though, because they said it takes half an hour, and I was
Oh.
like,
how do you set up an escape room? Is it like do they have like puzzles that you have to do?
yeah,
or-
yeah. So
and
you go
that's
in the
to get to
room.
unlock the next level kind of
Yeah,
thing?
but you know what though? Because they're a bunch of freaks, they fuck with you while you're in there.
Oh my
So
god.
that's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, I
and I'll be I was like, I'm gonna be that idiot that can't figure it out and I can't get out.
And then how do you get out though? Like, do you
I
have to,
know.
like,
Panic button.
call for help?
Yeah,
or
there must be a
whatever, or-
panic button.
Yeah. I want to say for the movies, honorable mention, I'm actually watching it right now. There is a scene in a theater from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I love that movie, but you just have to fast forward an hour.
Yeah,
Because the first
to get
hour
the good
of
stuff.
it is just recaps from the first
Yeah.
movie. And it just keeps
almost-
going and going
it's
and
pointless
going.
that it needs to happen, but it does have its moments. There's some
And it's
classic
you
stuff
just have
there.
to wait until the guy finally escapes.
Yeah.
And then yells garbage day.
Yes. And then gets in his fucking like
Oh, and
Santa
he's making-
Claus and weirdness.
So the guy from Popcorn is making face masks
Ooh.
with the actual faces.
Oh wow.
Neato.
That's some Ed Gein stuff right there. I love all of the masks everybody that
Yeah,
is
in
wearing
the
in
theater.
the theater. It's really
It's like the human form of the scene from Gremlins 2.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
love that
They
scene
all
where
look
they're
really
all just
creepy.
like fucking having
Throwing
a ball.
popcorn,
Yeah.
I
having a
know.
fucking
I
party.
love the gremlin with the 3D glasses and the popcorn. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
And then they fuck with the film, the actual film of the movie.
Yeah,
that
I
you-
know.
Yeah,
It would
it's
be
good.
really hard for a gremlin to grab popcorn, you think, because they've
Oh,
got
they have
like
like
they've got like 3 fingers that are
Claw.
they've got long
Yeah.
sharp claws, so I don't know, that'd be kind of hard to. And then like while you're stuffing the popcorn in your mouth, like you would think your claws would like actually poke your face, but they don't give a fuck.
You have been thinking about this.
Very deep.
I overthink things a lot.
So, anyways, this weekend we have watched Halloween 5.
Yep, we did.
Night of the Demons 2.
Mm-hmm. A
No,
bride
the first
of
Night of the
Reanimators.
Demons.
First Night of the Demons.
Yesterday I
what did
played
we watch?
Friday
watched
13th Part 4.
House 2.
House 2. Oh my God,
Bride
House
of,
2.
Bride of the Reanimator?
Yeah,
We
we
watched
watched
that today, yeah.
that today. Yeah, fuck
Um,
man, House 2.
It's so bad.
It's so
let's
bad.
Let's talk about House 2 for a second. It's just
That weird dog.
caterpillar dog.
Doggerpillar.
Why? Doggerpillar.
Yeah.
And
Why?
they didn't make it scary. It's like adorable.
Yeah,
You know, in a
it's
horror
weird.
movie. It's like, why would you put something
Yeah.
adorable?
And
in
like
a-
you know what, the first House movie is pretty silly
There's
too.
some
Yeah.
silly elements to it, but I don't think it was intentionally silly though.
You don't?
No, I think they
don't-
were
I
trying
tend
to
to
be
disagree. I tend to
serious.
disagree.
I know that.
Because they can't have that goblin lipstick thing. You know how his wife shows up and then turns into the goblin thing, and then have
Say hi,
Bull
Dave.
from Night Court all
Dave's
scary.
back.
Hi.
Dave and Jake from Shockstock used to run Vagrancy, and they played a lot of movies.
Yeah, we had like a karaoke night at the Wick.
Yeah.
Dear
And
Departed.
you played a lot of movies at the Rainbow Theater. That's where I
That's true.
saw Demons there. I saw Evil Dead there.
Yeah. Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
Where people walked out.
Yeah.
I didn't actually I organize that or have anything to do with it. All I did was drink a lot.
You were just
and,
there.
And I yell at the screen, and I'm really good at that.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's good. Then they needed you. You were a part of the team.
Yeah.
Like a shot collar kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a
Party
movie there
planner.
about a pope.
About a pope?
Someone stole the pope.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Never mind then.
I didn't see that one either, but you did
Like
mention
gone with
this.
the pope, away with the pope, left with the pope.
That probably never happened.
Nope, probably not. Daryl Stevens, if you're listening to this, we went together. Back me the fuck up.
She does a lot of drugs, I think, and so memory's not so good. And
It's all a dream.
she makes up stories for attention.
Fact. Fact. Okay, bye, Dave.
I ruined your podcast enough. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Bye.
Holy fuck. See, that happens here.
Oh yeah. Always a party. Always fun.
What happens at Shockstock stays at Shockstock.
I don't think that's true. It's all over
It,
fucking
it follows
social
you
media.
everywhere.
And you'll be reminded about it forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they actually have in LA. They have a Nightmare on Elm Street marathon somewhere in LA, and it runs from like 11 p.m. till like the morning.
Oh,
which makes
wow.
sense because it's like you're not
Yeah.
never sleep again.
That would be
Oh!
awesome.
We found coffee.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so Deadly Grounds are here, and they're a coffee company based out of Oshawa, Ontario. And you should definitely, if you're a horror fan and you drink coffee, you should definitely look them up.
Oh, it's
They've
so
got one
cool.
that is called Never Sleep Again.
Yep. And it has extra caffeine in it.
Yeah, extra caffeine. There was a pumpkin spice one that
Yep.
smells glorious. They've got one that's like a Lovecraft brew, and they've got tentacles on the
Yeah,
bag.
It's so cool.
Yeah, you
Everything's
guys should
all
definitely look it up.
horror-themed, and
Really
it's
great loose
really,
leaf
really
tea
awesome.
if you're into tea. Great
Yep.
loose. It's beautiful. The containers are beautiful. Like great people. Support local. You know what I mean? So check them
Yeah,
out.
they were really, really cool. And they actually have everything set up for samples, so pretty much anybody can drink their coffee while you're at Shockstock.
Which
all
is
weekend.
actually like a very smart, wise thing to do at a
Yeah.
convention is to sell coffee, because people who run booths at conventions, coffee is mandatory.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
You get
definitely need
tired.
coffee.
It's a lot of work, speaking to people and
Yeah,
working
especially-
your product.
Especially tomorrow when everybody shows up
Yeah,
hungover.
hungover.
There's going to be a lineup
and
for
then
their
you
coffee.
have to tear down, right? So I wish we had smell a podcast right
I
now.
smell
Yeah,
there's
so-
some
I smell
bacon in the air.
sausage.
Somebody is cooking bacon or something.
There's some fucking pork in the air.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I know, but it smells glorious.
Mm,
Fuck.
I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah.
Okay,
Faces are coming off. Faces
Oh,
are getting
snap.
ripped off.
That's cool.
All right, so the killer in the movie just took she ripped his
Face
skin
off.
thing off to reveal this killer's face, and that looks fucking awesome. He's
Oh
like
my
burned.
God, I love
Got
that.
like a
Form.
Frankenstein thing going on the forehead. He's cool looking.
It is
So
a
do
little
they
Phantom of the
explain?
Opera.
Do they
Yeah.
explain why he's got the face?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kevin Van Hentenryck is here, and his hair is glorious.
Yeah, his hair is actually. We were saying that it should have its own signing booth. Like
yeah, it should.
the hair. I would get an autograph just from his hair. I
And
think.
he's got a Belial on the table.
yeah, it's amazing.
I know.
And he's sweet and approachable.
Yeah, he's
and
really
friendly
nice.
and
He stopped by to chat with us
excited.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
got a
super
little
cool.
starstruck.
Oh,
I'll admit it.
man.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
came over, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's the guy from Basket Case."
Yeah, he was really nice though. Like
Yeah.
it was really cool.
And that's the other thing that I have to bring up about Shockstock is the vast majority, 9 out of 10 out of the celebrity guests are
Yeah.
sweethearts and are happy
Yeah.
to be here and happy to talk to you and
Yeah.
just shoot the shit. It's not like a big convention where you literally have 10 seconds with the guest, they sign your shit, move along, move the line along,
Yeah,
right?
like they will sit there and talk with you
all day
for-
if you want, honestly.
Yeah, for a long time.
It's just a different vibe, and I think you
Yeah.
kind of have to approach it a little bit differently. Like like for instance, like Lloyd Kaufman, he's not over at the celebrity signing section. He's over at his own booth, like just talking to people all day.
He offered me cheese curds.
I know, like he's giving people food.
Okay, so we have somebody approaching us from the Blood in the Snow Film Festival. Do you want to talk a bit more about the festival?
Tell us a little bit about the festival. How long has it
tell
been
our
going?
listeners.
This will be our 5th year for the festival. This is our 5th edition. We're moving locations. We were before at the Carlton Cinema, which is a smaller theater in Toronto, but still we had a lot of fun there. They're really great with us. They pretty much gave us everything that we needed, and they would bend over backwards to make sure that we were good.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, we're busting at the seams.
Yeah.
Last year.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Well, yes, fortunately and unfortunately. Because we kind of had to pick a new venue out of necessity.
Okay.
But fortunately for us, because obviously it means the festival's growing.
Yeah.
Right.
Last year we announced our festival lineup at Horrorama in Toronto, and within 16 hours sold out our first film.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
And that was a month and a half before the festival even started. So
That's
yeah.
really cool.
So that was really cool. We actually sold close to 1,000 tickets within 24 hours
Woo!
of our
Holy
announcement.
Anna.
That's amazing.
So it was pretty. That was kind of where we knew we had to do something new venue-wise. So we're going to be in. It's the big outside of their IMAX theater and their big AVX theater. We're in the biggest theater. So at
That's
Yonge and
really
Dundas, got the upstairs level, which is going to be pretty much for us.
Yeah, that's great.
And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Usually, as the 5th year, we got a lot of big plans going forward too. We always have big plans.
Do you have a website that people can check out?
Absolutely. bloodinthesnow.ca. You can go check everything out that you need to know there. Film submissions are open. So we have an account on Film Freeway if anybody wants to submit.
Awesome.
Um,
And it's all Canadian, right? All Canadian content, shorts and full length?
Absolutely. All Canadian genre, but, genre. You don't want to use that word. We started off as strictly a horror festival, but now we do horror, sci-fi, action, cult films, the whole gamut.
Awesome.
So, yeah, we haven't nailed down what our pricing will be, but last year we were able to give out 50% off post-production on a following feature film to our
awesome.
feature film winner.
That's
Holy
cool.
crap.
Yeah, they got 50% off of sound, color correction, and their DCP.
Awesome.
And the winner of the best short got 100% of their post-production on their next short
Awesome.
paid.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so we're still nailing down what the prizes are going to be this year, but there'll be prizes. Last year, I don't know who our jury is going to be exactly this year, but last year we had Steve Gravestock from TIFF and Tom
Awesome.
Ernst, formerly of Saturday Night at the Movies, and horror writer Lisa Ladisseur. They were our jury for us.
Oh, cool. Wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. so-
Awesome.
Excited. We will be there.
Yes, excellent. That'll be great. And we can probably set something up like this, and
Yeah.
you guys can do some live recording and
Sounds-
absolutely meet
sounds
everybody.
great.
It'll be a lot of fun. For sure.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Great. Well, thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Chatting.
No problem. Anytime. I do a couple of different podcasts, so anytime you want anything, just let me know.
Why
We'll
don't you
come on.
drop some
Great.
podcast names right now for us?
I used to be a semi-regular on the Dead Air, the Liberal Dead podcast.
Okay, cool.
Used to do. I'm trying to think. That was the big one that I was on, but I've been on some other stuff as
Yeah,
well. I'm
that's
actually
cool.
there's one I'm just going to be recording in a couple weeks called Soundtrack of Your Life, which is about favorite soundtracks for movies and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome, actually.
That's
Yeah.
great. What a great
I would
concept.
love to contribute to that.
Yeah, that's
We're
fucking
actually
really
doing
cool
a
idea.
Prince special. We're doing Purple Rain.
Oh, Morgan.
So that's
Morgan
a
loves
little
Prince.
drop.
Oh,
That's a
we all
little
do.
that's dropped. That's a little drop there. We haven't announced that yet, but we're recording a Prince special.
Very
so,
cool.
Exclusive.
Yeah, there you go.
A Witch Finger exclusive.
Yeah, and I have a friend who does Rogers Television in Durham, so I occasionally go on his
Cool.
movie review show as well. So
Very cool, man.
we're out there.
Very
so
cool.
Awesome. Great. Well, thanks a lot for talking to us.
hey, well, thank you for inviting me over.
Definitely in the Blood in the Snow. Film Festival. Look it up.
Bloodinthesnow.ca. Look it up, guys. All right.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
That's how you do
awesome
it.
Stuff.
That's how you do it. Just like that. People walk by, you make them come over and sit on their knees on
Yeah.
the fucking brutal floor.
Oh, I know. All in the name of horror and movies and the community.
Yeah, we're lucky that we
Supporting.
brought our own couch, and all the other vendors are like, "You guys are smart. You brought a couch.
Yeah.
Like that looks very comfortable.
Yeah, it's funny
instead
actually.
of sitting in like the plastic chairs.
Yeah, well, 'cause the plastic chairs they provide, like everybody knows, that's what you sat in like high school. Just so uncomfortable. Just
Yeah.
nasty.
They're like, "Fuck it, we just brought our own
not
couch."
breathable. Yeah, we wanted to have a setup that was really close to how we already record
Yeah.
in our studio, aka Yasmina and Owen and Megan's living room.
Yep.
But that just allows for comfort. You know, that's how the conversation flows. We can
And-
come over and drink in our pajamas
Well,
and
and that's
watch
the
movies.
thing. I was just gonna say we've been approached a few times anyway since we've started by people saying, you're 3 girls. Why aren't you doing a video?
Yeah.
Blah 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 thing. And our answer to that is I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be in my fucking
Absolutely.
underwear, no makeup. I don't know if I'm breaking any illusions that you listeners have, but we are 100% like fucking makeup free, tits out of the bra. Like not out. I mean like out of the bra. In our pajamas, sitting around. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
comfortable. And we're trying to
Well,
recreate that here.
It's pretty much exactly what we would be doing anyways. Come over, wear your slippers,
Hmm.
drink your booze, watch
Pajamas.
a movie. Yeah, just all about comfort. Because
We should even just come in our pajamas tomorrow because
Oh,
this
God,
Sunday is like
yeah.
the
You
hangover
cunts.
day.
exactly pajama day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the focus is the movie.
Yeah. Speaking of what's happening in
Oh,
the movie
no.
right now, so the main girl
Explosions.
Maggie confronted the killer.
It's just like in her dream.
And yeah, so it's basically just like her dream, and there's a fire because originally the killer, when he killed his family in the final act of his movie, of his play, he afterwards like set the building on fire, the theater. So it had been abandoned for a very long time, and that's why his face was all burned like
there
that.
it is.
I don't really know what the stitches was all about. Maybe.
well, because I think
fell
he
over,
stitched
hit his
another
head.
face on top of his face.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
stitched
true.
it.
Yeah. he
Yeah.
has like a collection of faces.
Yeah, kind of like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Many-faced God.
I don't fucking know what you guys are talking about.
They have.
there.
There's like a.
Megan hasn't started Game
oh
of
my
Thrones
God!
yet.
You should watch.
I know.
I'm obsessed with it.
All I'm gonna
It's-
say is
I'm scared
hold
to
the
be
door.
upset.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
say
know.
hold the
I
door.
don't even know what that
hold the door.
means.
Hashtag hold the door.
I'm scared to start it. I know I'm gonna. Well, this one, fucking Yasmina, you can't see me gazing at her with her fucking supernatural. Like I have all these
Oh my
things
God,
on.
I am
So many things to
addicted
do.
to Supernatural right now. I'd always been told by many people that I would love Supernatural because I am a big Buffy fan and it's very similar, and for years and years I've always just known of it. I'd never watched it, but then I finally started watching it about like 4 months ago, and it's on Netflix, and I have been like completely
And you're almost done the entire
hooked.
series.
No,
like
not
season
even.
10.
It's like ridiculous how many fucking seasons there are. They're in their 11th year
And they're
right
still
now,
on TV.
and they just got renewed for season 12. Like
Ah.
that is insane. Like
People
that's
love
got
that show.
that's
How
got to
many
mean
seasons
something,
did
right?
Buffy have? Do you know off the top
Buffy
of
had
your head?
7. Had 7. It actually Buffy stopped because Sarah Michelle Gellar wanted to stop,
Oh, okay.
and they were like,
Okay.
"Well, we can't replace your character."
No,
like so,
fuck no.
that's why Buffy ended up coming to an end. But Supernatural, honestly, like I guess I don't know why it was just so misleading to me. Like I always just assumed that I wouldn't be into it. Like I
Yeah.
assumed it was kind of like a Vampire Diaries, like preteen,
Yeah.
teeny
Yeah,
bopper
that's
kind of
exactly
show,
what I
but
thought.
it is not
No.
at all. It is so fucking good. And like every season there are like 45-minute episodes, and there's like 22 episodes per season.
That's
like there's a
crazy.
lot of fucking episodes.
You are going to spend the rest of your life watching Supernatural.
I know. And you know what? I would totally go to the Supernatural convention that happens in Toronto, but it is absurd how expensive
Yeah,
it is.
we looked at the
like,
pricing,
come
it's
on,
crazy.
guys. It's in American too, so it's like $300
Yeah, in
American
Toronto.
for
Yeah,
a photo
but they
op with
price
both
it in
of them.
American dollars.
Yeah. And it's like $300 US
that's
to get the
US.
photo op with both of them, and then it's like $150 just to get in. It's insane. That's
So you're
like.
spending
Where the fuck is fan
$1,000
appreciation?
Canadian.
I'm sorry.
But
I
you know
get
what
it's a
though?
good
But
show,
every
come
single
the fuck
fucking
on.
year they sell out. Like there's
Yeah.
lineups around the block
Well,
for
people
it.
save. I guess that's you have your thing you save
That's
for
like a
every year,
$600 day. Like
At
it's
least,
crazy.
More than
it's
that,
insane.
depending on what the dollar
but
is actually
again,
like.
like we were saying earlier, here you get to chit chat and blah blah blue for $30 for an autograph. For $300, you probably don't get to say boo to them. It's picture
And
move
there's
on, picture move
there's
on, right?
strict rules for the Supernatural
No
convention
touching.
as well. You're
No
not
touch
allowed.
the
No,
Nazi.
you can touch
No soup
them,
for you.
but you're not allowed to relate stories about how the show personally touches you.
Why? What the
Because it
fuck?
holds up the line, and you're not allowed to bring them gifts because they can't accommodate bringing them back to California because there's too many. They can't pack them and bring them
You
back
can't
home.
draw them a fucking picture and drop it off to them.
A picture probably you could, but like
That's
actual like
bullshit.
any other gifts like that you like homemade gifts, you
That
can't.
sounds
You're not allowed to
weird.
bring them. It's because like that is how many people
Well, yeah,
fucking
people
go to
are
it.
obsessed with them. I get it.
I
Like,
will.
get it.
I understand like they're pretty boys and everything, but the show, aside from that, the show is incredible. Honestly, if anybody has ever had any doubts about Supernatural, trust me, watch it. It is amazing. And there's the main, just like any other series like X-Files and Buffy, there's like the main plot for every season that occurs, but what I love about Supernatural the most is the funny, the comical episodes, like how X-Files always had
Yeah,
like
they
the
always
goofy
had the weird,
ones.
funny one
the
every
the
now and then.
goofy ones of Supernatural are hilarious. Like there was this one episode didn't I make you guys watch like the intro where they're stuck in like a TV
That
land?
was so cute.
They're
a
stuck in a
sitcom.
parallel like TV
Oh, I don't know if
sitcom
I saw
land.
that.
It's hilarious. It's so funny. But I just wanted to bring up one last thing about Supernatural. Other than the fact that Dean is a babe, if you guys are a fan, look up Kawaii Piranha Cartoons on YouTube, and watch the Supernatural like Christmas special cartoon episode.
They have a
That's all I'm gonna
cartoon?
say.
okay.
That's amazing.
No, these people made this cartoon. Like their Kawaii Piranha
Yeah.
Cartoons is a YouTube channel, and they just make their own little like short cartoons that makes fun of other things. And the Supernatural one is so fucking funny.
Awesome.
It is hilarious. But yeah, it's a good show. Watch it.
Wow.
Check it out.
Check it out. Well,
He's reapplying.
Oh, he's putting his face back on, but his ears are
so
flapping.
it is now revealed that one of the college guys that was the killer all along. So one of the guys that was in the group that set up the horrorama, the horror marathon thing at the theater, this guy was actually his mom was one of the ones that got burned and died in the
Vengeance.
freak accident that occurred years prior. So it's a vengeance thing.
Okay.
So he decided to attack Maggie, and he wanted to kill her because it was also revealed that her real mother or real father were one of the family members that got killed. So he wanted to just like, I guess, kill her as well. And then Dee Wallace is not her real mom. It's like her aunt that took her in after the whole like fire thing happened. So she was there as a child and she survived it.
Okay.
And
And
that's
that's why
why
she
he's
has
trying to kill her.
nightmares.
Yeah, that's why she's having the nightmares.
So creepy. The
It's
face-
actually, you know what?
interesting.
Like Popcorn is considered to be like a bad, not like, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
like good
yeah.
bad movie from the early 90s, but the plot is actually really well thought out.
Yeah,
like
no,
it's a
I
really
think
good
it is
story.
Really good. It is.
And the other thing that I speaking of like TV horror, I know we bitched about it before, but I just wanted to bring up American Horror Story.
I love it. I don't give a fuck what you broads say.
Have you watched Hotel yet?
No. It's the only one I haven't watched.
I haven't.
I
no.
do not think I can finish it.
No, is it really bad?
I've watched 2 episodes, and the
Mm-hmm.
thing that I do not like about it is they
The ripoff. Oh,
do
you brought
not
up the
give
ripoff.
any credit or mention to H.H. Holmes, and it's pretty much the exact same
Oh,
story.
really? So it's like the hotel.
The
like,
hotel
horror.
has like a crazy guy made it
Yeah.
into like a maze where you can like get stuck in it, and there's like traps and all the bodies like go
Yeah.
down. I was like, well, that's the H.H.
Yeah,
Holmes
like
story, right?
trapdoors
And I looked it up, and I wanted
torture.
to see if American Horror Story like at least said that it was inspired by
Yeah.
true events of H.H. Holmes, but they don't give it any
Really?
any
Nothing
credit.
at all.
And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure they just ripped that off and didn't give it any credit
Yeah.
at all.
I kind of think that's a little bit strange that
Yeah.
they wouldn't even just to say it was paying homage to or just like acknowledging the story because it is a really fucked up story.
I know.
That guy was
And
out of control.
They don't give it like there's no like homage to it or anything.
No.
I was
You-
just like, okay, they just completely ripped that off. Okay, by the way, there's a little boy. I believe that's Jake's son, is dressed like a
It
little
is
pinhead.
Jake's son.
Pinhead.
Oh my god, that is so
He's
cute.
precious.
We're gonna have to get a picture with him.
Hey, what's happening? What are you guys?
Not much, Cam. What's
Hey,
happening
what's
with
going
you?
on?
Yeah,
What
popcorn.
are you guys doing?
We're sitting here watching popcorn.
Oh, that's a great movie. I ended up getting that on Elite.
What?
It was the original, one of the original. Yeah, Elite Entertainment was one of the companies that released this movie, and
On
I
DVD,
I
right?
Cherish it. Cherish that.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's
yeah,
fun.
I know. She's never seen it.
Oh, so you're not a fan of like William Castle, who did The Tingler and 13 Ghosts and House on Haunted Hill and all that, right?
No, I love.
It's kind of based on that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's in the movie theater, right? That's the one.
Yeah, and I brought up Matinee to these girls, and they have
Oh.
never seen
No,
it.
Yeah,
I've never
John
seen
Goodman's
it. No.
awesome in that.
Yeah.
I know. It's such a good movie.
I just got that on VHS like last year too, and
Nice.
it's so good.
It is. It is a
It's
great
killer.
movie.
So what's happening over here, right? We're at
Nathan.
Shockstock, aren't we? Is that 2016 Shockstock?
Yeah.
Yep. Party time. Excellent.
Our friend Cam here has some fabulous short shorts that we just love.
He's crouching right now. His bowels are gonna fall out.
And I love that we were also watching Sleepaway Camp yesterday while we saw you wearing the short shorts, and I was like, how appropriate.
See?
Yeah.
It's true, though. That one especially, there's some great shots, especially the muscle guy.
Yo.
his
The
are
belly top
really-
too.
Oh my
Ah.
God. Yeah, I
It's
think we
so-
actually did comment on that.
It is
Yeah.
short.
Though it's like a speedo, like it's,
Might
it's
as well be.
outrageous. Yeah.
Totally. Wow. So what are you watching? Oh, you're watching Popcorn now. What's next then?
We don't know. Night of the Demons, maybe.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
When's
It's
the
a
last
great
time you
movie.
guys seen that one?
Oh my God, I've seen it so many
Recently.
times.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Not
it
long.
recently. It's probably been like 5 years since I've
Well,
seen it.
Yasmina
last.
and I watched it because we were going to Horrorama, and we
yeah,
watched it just
and
before
Lenny
that.
Quigley was there, and she signed my VHS.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Right.
yes.
Were you
Yeah.
there at Horrorama?
We had a big Rabbit Dog Films table.
We avoided you.
We were there on the Sunday. I know
Wow.
that.
We were there all weekend.
So take that.
And went. Did you go to the parties too?
No.
You didn't go?
No. I know Sherry Curry
Oh my
played the
gosh,
after
that was
party.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was sold out.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and I remember I ate too much sushi and I felt sick.
She did perform though, eh?
Yeah, she did.
Sherry
yeah,
Curry?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, Sprocket Damage was her
Oh,
backing
that's
band,
so
and they
cool.
Yeah.
did probably 6 or 7 songs.
Really? Like
Right, Chichi
like
Cherry Bomb.
runaway songs
Right.
they played? Oh,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I watched it. I saw a video of
Yeah.
the Cherry Bomb.
Oh,
It was
that's
unbelievable.
cool. I like that.
I'm pretty excited for tonight's show at
Oh
Call
my-
the Office.
Everybody's playing tonight.
I know. Sprocket Damage, House Band. We got Ari Lehman from First Jason will be playing. And Kevin Van Hantenryck is playing guitar, I heard. A rumor.
Yeah, that's what he told us yesterday.
Yeah, he's like, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
And I
we
think
get
there's
to
a
see-
couple other surprises coming too that I heard that I don't think I can talk
Oh.
about.
Oh, I guess
You
we'll have to bring it up
cannot.
later.
So I wonder how many other guitar players that are like part of Shockstock that could be maybe
It might be madness.
could be.
We're looking
lot of
forward to
shit
I'm
it.
a
bag
guitar
musicians
player, but I
hanging
didn't
around here.
rehearse, so
Maurizio's playing too, right? And he's doing the
From
Raven,
Goblin.
his latest song that he did with what's his? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting names. Shitballs. But yeah, he's playing tonight again. Chris Alexander is. Hey.
No, is he here? Where the fuck is he?
I know.
So, anyway, sorry, you said he was playing? He's not even fucking here.
Right.
So what do you mean he's playing?
He's supposed to be playing tonight.
Oh, so he's showing up to play? Yes. I love him. I love you, Chris Alexander. I fucking love you. Why aren't you here?
You know
Honestly.
who I love? Jake.
Hey everybody, it's me, Jake.
Hey man.
Jake is joining us again from our two last episodes where we recorded with him and James. And how is the weekend going for you?
You know what? I am very sore. I am very tired.
You're limping.
And I'm limping. I'm hungover,
concussed.
concussed,
Oh.
and we've
Concussed?
still got like another 24 hours, over 24
Of
hours over to
something.
go. Yeah. So I'm doing great.
And somebody got your childhood face tattooed on their skin.
Wow, eh?
Yes, my good friend Pepper
I
got
know.
a portrait of me when I was 5 years old tattooed on the back of his calf.
Big weekend for you.
Yeah,
Faux
it's
show.
every
Faux
you know
show.
every Shockstock weekend is
Yeah.
a big weekend for me.
Yeah.
It is.
So we were
I
talking
love-
about the bands that were going on. You will be going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be going on stage.
With your sweet nipples?
No
No nipples.
No
tonight,
nipple
eh?
show tonight.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
But
We got
there may
some
be
other
there's some surprises in
Ah,
store.
see, I told you.
Ah,
There's
Ah,
always
nice.
surprises.
We
Excellent.
like surprises.
Excellent.
It's party time. That's all I gotta say. And what else am I gonna say? Yeah, I love Chalkstock, and I do it for
us.
for you guys. Yeah. Are you guys having a good time?
Fuck
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
having such a good
Great
time.
time.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Every year it seems like, it just everyone gets closer.
It literally is.
And-
It's a huge wicked family.
Yeah. Very wicked.
Love you guys.
Wicked. That's the ticket.
So much love. Horror love.
Oh my God, your fucking son just.
Yeah, Jake's son. How old is your son, Victor?
Yeah,
How?
he's 9.
And he's dressed as Pinhead, and we actually have a life-size Pinhead at our table, and there was a photo of them standing next to each
Ask
other, and
your
it was
wife.
pretty
It was
fucking
adorable. He put his
cute.
mask on.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was so
Yeah,
cute.
he's,
So even
uh,
kids come
Can I
out
tell you?
boxes.
Can I tell you guys something though?
Yeah.
He's scared to watch Goosebumps. He's like, he's like, my birthday's Halloween, and my dad has a horror convention, and he tells all his friends at school. But he's like, if he hears the opening theme song to Goosebumps, he cries and runs to his room.
Oh my God, no! Don't
As
tell
if
him
you're
the
laughing.
secrets.
Aw, poor little
It's
Victor.
fucking is. It's so adorable because it's like, and my wife hates that I'll just. You
Put
be
on
talking
Night of
and
the Living Dummy?
he'll be like, no, he'll just be talking and he has these like annoying orange shows and all that stuff, and he'll like be watching it. Oh, well, let's put on this, and I'll be like, oh, why don't you guys want to maybe watch an episode of Goosebumps or something? And then like his face like goes completely blank, and
no.
and he just stops, and then I'm like, okay, I'll stop. You know, I'm not gonna. I'll wait till he's ready. He's watched it with me and he's been fine, but I think it's just the idea of.
Is it the song? Because like, there's a few
Yeah.
theme songs from my childhood that I still like. Unsolved
Mysteries.
I still can't listen to
No,
it and go to sleep at night, and then I'm like, holy shit! Like it plays
the theme
in my
song
head.
from
It's
Cops
awful.
makes me sick to my stomach.
Which one?
Cops.
Really?
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I shoplifted comic books and I was hiding them. My brother and I joined the church choir so we could sneak out to steal comic books from Max. We broke open one of the pews and we're stashing them in one of the pews of the fucking church.
That's
and we
amazing.
got caught. And my dad fucking, my dad had to come down to the police station and get us. And he was like, I can't believe you were doing this. You're never going to be allowed to go to church ever again. And we're like, we never wanted to go to church in the first place. And then, ever since then, I'd hear the theme song for Cops, and I would be like all sick and be like, oh, I was a criminal. I was like a kid. I was like 7 or something.
I stole some shit too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a disappointment you were.
Doctor Who.
Yeah,
also.
I didn't even. I got caught, right?
Yeah, so did I too.
That's fucking bullshit.
Never again.
Yeah. What a dumb criminal I was when I was 7 years old. All right. Well, I got to keep moving, guys.
Yeah,
You guys
for
enjoy
sure.
the rest of your show.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Keep chatting, Cam. Thanks for being here. I love you.
Oh, hey, wow.
And yeah,
See?
thanks.
That's awesome.
We'll be
Right.
doing it again soon. So
Yep. Right.
just go to the
Next
website.
year.
www. No, we're doing one in September.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, we're doing one in September. It's called Shock Stocks Monster Museum, and it's happening at the London Comic Con in the West Annex building. So there's going to be like, family-friendly Comic Con happening, and then right in the adjoining building, there's going to be greasy, grimy,
Oh, boy.
spooky,
Whoa.
scary,
You're
and
integrating.
Awesome.
You're integrating.
yeah. And then if you girls want to come back, you're more than welcome to. And
Yeah,
we'll
that'd be
just
awesome.
Keep that up.
That's awesome. Thank you
Sure.
so much.
Neato.
We love you, and we love Shockstock.
I love you. I love everyone. Thank you. It's a good weekend.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna be thinking about the Unsolved Mysteries theme for the rest of the
Robert
night.
Stack.
Oh God.
He died, right?
Yeah, he died probably like 2007,
Mhm.
6, 8.
Is Unsolved Mysteries based on true events?
Oh, it's all
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay,
it's like
okay.
a documentary style
Oh,
TV
okay,
show.
okay, cool.
I remember just when it was on TV, every child was afraid of
Yeah.
of the theme song.
That song,
It's
it still
terrifying.
scares
Can you hum
me.
it for me?
And then Robert Stack's voice is just even more terrifying.
program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials
Fuck off,
take
Howard.
place. Something or other. What
Oh,
you're
no.
about to see is not a news broadcast.
It's real.
Where the fuck was I through all of this?
I don't know.
I mean, I
Maybe-
did Twilight Zone. I did all that
Maybe
business.
you were like a little bit too young. I know the first season of Unsolved Mysteries I think was 1987, 88.
Yeah, I was a wee babe.
Yeah.
Just a wee
I
babe.
have the box set if you would ever like to borrow
Oh my
a
fuck,
few
I would
DVDs.
love to
yeah.
actually. I
And
need
it's
to catch up
giant,
on
isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is. It's it was I think it was like $300. Like it's there's so many DVDs in there. Pretty much
Oh.
every single like classic episode. And the worst part about it is that the DVD like the play screen at the front is just the song looped over and over forever.
So if you fall asleep by
Oh,
accident,
and-
you
oh,
wake
yeah.
up.
Then you'll have
Yeah.
nightmares.
Yeah, it's awful. It will seep into your dreams.
That's what that song is. It's just nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it is. Like I'm 34 years old and I still like can't think about that song without getting upset or afraid.
Yeah. So right now we're towards the end of Popcorn, and the killer is playing the movie that they found, that possession movie. And now he's just freaking out walking down the aisle, and everyone in the audience are just
Like
like
a
starting
boss,
to riot.
though. Like a fucking
yeah,
boss.
so the friends obviously are trying to like shut off their. That's a giant projection.
That looked like a
Projector.
furnace.
Yeah, that was giant.
Giant.
Yeah, so basically they think that this is part of the
Typical.
of the play, and he has Maggie, and he's putting her in that paper mache dress, but she's drugged.
Okay.
And her mom, Dee Wallace, is the one that had like the duct tape over her mouth. And her friend here, is Hunk over here.
He figured it out.
Actually, he figured it out because he went to his apartment and found out that he had a bunch of articles on his wall about like. So he was like
That's how they always
obsessed.
get busted,
I know. So he was like obsessed with the murdering in the theater, like that happened years prior. So he's trying to come in and save everybody.
This is also reminiscent of Interview with the Vampire Theater.
Yeah.
Where they actually killed a girl on stage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the audience thinks that it's just
Yeah,
like
totally.
a theater,
Part of the
so
show.
It's, yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody in the audience thinks that this is part of the show.
Yeah, it is still like the idea, just like with him kind of like, being maybe a little obsessed with her. It's still
really-
very Phantom of the Opera.
It's very
Yeah.
romantic.
Yeah.
It is.
We have a fucking warped view of romance. Now, what is his intent with this paper mache dress, though? Do you know how he intended to kill her? Like, did he say? Do you know?
I think that he put her in this giant paper mache dress because I think it's part of that movie, that possession movie.
Oh, so this is the sacrifice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a fucking sweet sword, by
yeah.
the way.
I think they're selling one over there.
Yeah, actually at the Sin Labs.
Yeah. Something
they've
similar.
got a knife that's
A really great
wavy
cheese
like
knife.
that. All those every time I see like a wavy knife or blade
Do you
like
think of
that.
Klingons?
No,
Oh.
well that's good though.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of Willow.
Oh, yeah.
The girl's sword, the way that it's the waves on it, like it's serrated like fucking like a shark tooth.
Huh.
It would suck so badly to get stabbed by that.
Does
my.
he actually kill her? Oh,
I don't
fuck, he
know.
didn't. I love when in movies when the bad guy wins, but I don't think that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I know.
Stabby,
But
stabby.
so he's basically just recreating the possession movie exactly as it's being played behind him.
Oh yeah, that's some Black Mass shit happening there.
Stab her in the head? That
Yeah,
would be
he's like right
cool.
behind her. That'd be pretty hard actually,
That'd be fucking cool.
to stab through a skull with a wavy knife like
yeah,
that.
it
that.
might be a little difficult. You need more
Yeah.
of like a pick, I would think, like some sort of
An
like
ice pick?
An ice pick, yeah.
Yeah. They've got some ice picks for sale over there too.
Yeah, there's all kinds of bizarre stuff here
Yeah.
at Shock Stock 2016.
Yeah. Lots of VHS too.
Yeah, tons of VHS, all the best.
I just like if I go over there,
and
like
the
I'm
worst.
stuck there for like an hour.
I know.
Like I need to look at every single title. I may even buy more.
Oh, I think you should.
I've already bought like 2 purchases off of them, so I might go back and buy more.
Yeah, I think
I
you
also know
should.
where the guy lives too, so I just go to his
Well-
house and buy them off him.
Yeah. Well, see, I think the good thing about that would be that if he sells a bunch of stuff, then he could just go home and bring more stuff. Like you keep restocking. So
Yeah.
there might be different movies than there were yesterday.
I know. Yeah, I was looking for Cemetery Man, and he didn't have it. But then I went to a different table that had Cemetery Man, and I asked how much it was. I was like ready to buy it, and the guy was just like, "Just take it."
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, you can just
Just take
have
it.
it.
Yep.
That's what I love about these things, like the horror fans, like we're all just one big family,
Yeah.
one big fucked up family.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That has
Totally.
deranged obsessions, but we're still, relatively normal
Oh
people.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're normal in our own special way.
Yeah, and I can see his table from over here, and he has like that Beetlejuice movie poster puzzle.
Puzzle, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he'll give that to me too. Oh, so our friend Wally just showed up, who is actually going to be the MC of the show tonight. Would you like to say a few words, my friend?
A few words, huh?
That's all you get. Bye-bye. No, just kidding.
Hey, what's up? I don't know. Are you saying stuff to me? What's going on?
I
Hey.
am. I'm talking to you.
What's up, Yaz?
Not
Got
much.
your
What's
braces
up with
off
you?
and shit.
I did
Like
get my
that shit.
braces off.
My wife had braces for a while. I kind of fetishized it a little bit.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
all right.
So it was nice to see a friend with braces so I could also fetishize, I guess. I don't know.
Fetishize?
Are you fetishizing me right now?
with that
With that
leather
mask
strap
thing.
mask thing
It's
you got going on.
the
Is this
former WWF character,
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the
Mankind.
wrestler?
And that's some fucking gangster shit.
That is gangster
That
shit.
is some
I'm
gangster
so glad
shit.
to meet a woman who can finally appreciate me.
Well,
A wife.
I know. That's the thing, though. It's nice to meet a woman who appreciates me. I'm married because I fucked a girl without a condom on the second date. I kind of owed it to her, right?
I love it, man.
She had to miss out on like art school and shit. And now she lives in Brantford. Ugh.
so tell us a little bit about what we are going to expect at the after party tonight.
What should we expect at the after
You're
party?
the MC, right?
Yes, I am. We should expect an entire evening of sleaze, I suppose.
Excellent.
Coupled with rampant disorganization.
Oh, wonderful.
course.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
As expected with every
kind of the
show.
way things go. Really have no idea what's going on at this point. I'm very disoriented, lightheaded.
Are you drunk?
Pardon me?
Are you drunk?
I just got here. I'm just loosening up.
I'm sure
yes.
there's a few people that are drunk already.
No,
yeah.
I don't think you've ever been to a shock stock before. That doesn't sound like something that would ever
No,
happen here.
never.
Not accurate.
This is like youth group, right?
What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast is called The War of the Words. You can look that up on iTunes.
That's a good name.
What?
That's a good name.
Is it? Good. Yes. We finally have some sort of
Yes.
approval. Like, dude, this girl is on fire, just like being really supportive of me and just being real down with what I'm doing.
You know what? I think that we should collaborate and do our podcast together
Yeah.
for an
That
episode.
would be awesome.
That would be pretty good. Yeah, we could do a little takeover and whatnot.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, it's been nice
I guess
stopping
we'll
by.
see you tonight.
Yeah, for
Because we've been
sure.
recording for like 24 hours now, I think. So let's just fucking give it back to the girl who's really supportive of me. Ladies and gentlemen, my new wife, Thumb Rings.
Thumb rings. Thumb rings.
Who is that guy?
Bye.
Okay, well, should we?
We gotta go. I'm gonna
wrap
piss
things
myself,
up?
man. I'm
Yeah.
literally
The
gonna piss
movie's
my pants.
over.
So the movie's
and
over, and her friend zip-lined in and saved the day.
No, fuck you.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
it.
bearded guy, Scott Thompson. Bearded
Scott
guy.
Thompson, like from Kids in the Hall.
That's exactly what I thought.
I hope it is
but
him.
but
it
his
probably
character
isn't.
was bearded guy.
Sad I missed the zip line. What
yeah.
the fuck?
Oh, Skeeter. Skeeter.
We can always rewind it.
Corky?
Amazing. Well, I thought that actually it was really good. Like the plot is pretty well thought out. I don't think it's not like bad. It's good,
Yeah,
you know.
It's definitely got a good plot.
Yeah.
for sure.
It veers a little bit more towards like good. you
Yeah.
know?
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I
We,
missed
well, obviously, we're
three-quarters of
it's kind
that.
of hard to pay attention to a movie when you're at a convention.
Yeah, there's a lot going on and people stopping by, which
Yeah.
is awesome. But we've had an awesome time here.
Thank you
so.
to everyone who stopped by and chatted with us today. Different podcasts, Jake,
Making new
so on
friends.
and so forth. Yeah, big thank
yeah.
you.
And we're looking forward to the rest of the weekend and future episodes. And you guys know where to find us. Just witchfinger.com, Facebook, Instagram, and look up Thelema Crystal Skulls.
Yep, if you want to check out my Crystal Skull collection, they're all for sale. Buy one.
Get at us actually with emails and shit like that. If you guys want T-shirts, we're gonna start putting them up. I know that they're on our website as coming soon. Correct?
Yeah,
Still?
so we wanted to wait to see like how many we made for Shock Stock and how many we would sell. But after Shock Stock is over, we're finally going to start our web store soon
Yep.
enough where you will be able to purchase the shirts online.
And
Yeah.
we've had some interest, so let us know, and we'll start shipping them out.
Ship them out.
Ship them
Yep,
out.
and support Witchfinger Podcast with your new amazing Witchfinger shirt.
Yeah. And support
Wonderful.
local horror conventions.
Yeah.
Local horror conventions.
Yeah.
You know, with all the whores. There's lots of sluts in Las Vegas. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah,
Bye,
thank
everybody.
you. Thanks
Bye.
for listening. Bye.